How are you? Hi, Lala. Is my audio working? Is my first question. Light is on. Oops. Decided that now was the great time to call me, but it's not a great time to call me. Is my audio working? Somebody give me a sign if it is working because otherwise I don't know. Is my audio working? Can you hear me? So I'm checking in advance if my audio is working because I've had some issues in the past where it decided to do its own thing and not work. I'm just going to double check. It's popping. Okay, I'm going to leave and I'm going to come right back, okay? I'll be right back. Maybe I won't. Okay. Let me. Is it still popping now? How is it doing now with the popping? Because I had this issue earlier today. I was trying to get it to stop popping, but is it still popping at this moment? I can't win. Okay, I'm going to try to plug in my audio again. Let's try this again. It's the mic. The mic is killing me. Sorry, I've been testing this. I've been testing this all day and hoping it would stop. Any luck now? Any popping? Thank you. Cute mic, but it is causing a lot of audio issues. Is it still popping? Less popping, but still doing it. Okay, I hope it kind of Felicia, hi. I'm trying to deal with a popping issue. What mic is it? I don't know. Hold on. It's this one. It's that mic. And I hope it kind of settles down, but hopefully it's working. And I'm just kind of winding down for the night. I got my tea. Ooh, that's hot. It's Lady Grey Earl Grey, I think. And it's decaffeinated. Oh, it's still too hot. Lady Grey Earl Grey. That's a lot to say. But decaffeinated because it's black. I usually drink green tea, as you all know. I love me some green tea. And I've got a little bit of chocolate, but I'm keeping careful with all that. Uh, okay. How bad is the popping? I'm sorry for anyone who might be listening to this because I'm getting ready to do my hair, but I don't want you to be distracted by like some annoying sound that might be happening. I hope it's not too bad. If it's too bad, please give me a shout out and be like, and I'll get rid of the mic if it's so bad. So you can see my hair is pretty wild right now, and microphone, don't be annoying. Do your thing at being a good microphone. So I'm going to take this out. Oh, looks pretty crazy. And I'm like working in the garden all day and then doing editing and working for my job. So I usually at home I keep my hair up, kind of in a bun. Oh my gosh, I have tons of clips in it and I didn't even realize. And what I do maybe like once a week. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lala. If it's not too bad, the popping, I will work on it. I'd like to go live more. I do my nighttime routine and I'd like to do it more live with skincare and stuff like that. if people would be interested in it. But I do my hair care routine probably once a week with the masking because, as you can see, my hair is really long. I'm just going to come back. I don't know why I checked the floor. There's nothing on the floor, but I got kind of nervous that I might trip over something. My hair is really long, and from here down, it's thinned out. It's not as thick as it is up here. And about 4-ish years ago, a lot of my hair was breaking and falling out at the root. I think a lot of people got, thank you. These are from Old Navy. This is an old H&M shirt. It says love on it. I love this shirt. It's my nighttime sleep shirt. I really love it. And yes, but your hair is pretty long. I think it is pretty long, but it was a lot longer. Thank you. You're very kind. A lot of it fell out at the root, and mostly like here, around here, which is starting to grow back, which is really nice. But a lot of it fell around here and then right at the back. And there's a couple contributing factors. It's like super stress. We all had a lot of stress. I lost a friend during that time. A lot of us lost loved ones. And I was working like so much, and my hair just like really fell out, a lot of it. And I'm working really hard to bring it all back. It takes a long time to grow your hair again. Yeah, when it's thin at the bottom, it's not that fun. So from here, before it was from here down, super thin. You can see the straggliness. And since I have a routine that I'm doing to get more hair to grow and also to prevent the breakage, so the two things together, it's now like a lot of it has grown out, so it's about here. But I noticed just recently I have all this new hair. Felicia, was it you that had shown us new hair like a while ago? Was it you that showed us that you had a lot coming out? Yeah, thinning scalp and breakage. Um, but this is new growth. I did a video and I published it yesterday, and it's my empties for summer. Thank you. Yeah, you guys both have really beautiful hair. For the summer, I did my empties, and my hair was, all this new growth was like sticking out everywhere. I didn't know, because it just surprised me. I had my hair up all day. I didn't notice that the new growth had really come. And yes, you had the minoxidil regrowth. So I have new hair growth. I can't use minoxidil. I want to. I have it. I want to use it. My dermatologist recommended it, and she recommended the 5% that is meant for men, but we can use it. She said that's fine. There's no reason why women can't use the 5%. But my cat licks my face, and I want to use it so badly. My cat licks my face, and it's dangerous for cats and dogs. So I've been trying to figure out a workaround with that. But until then, I have other things I've been using. You know, that I've been using the pumpkin seed oil and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to do my mask, because this is part of the breakage part. Obviously, like not growing from the scalp, it's stopping breakage that's already grown out. And I think a lot of us know that, but some people don't. Sometimes people think you can repair breakage from food, but it's already grown. I know a lot of us know this. It's already grown, and it's not a living thing. So once it's out of your scalp, you now have to maintain it, take good care of it. So I got this. I think a lot of us have these Sephora and Ulta gifts like this for your birthday. I think this is a Sephora one, I'm pretty sure, because it says Sephora on it. And also part of my project pan and getting rid of these samples I've been holding onto when something's like this, because this full size is $62 right now. That's a lot of money. Kerastase is an amazing hair care brand. It's also really pricey, but they are really good. So I held on to it, and I was like, I'm not going to use it until I really, really need it. And I decided that this year inward, I'm going to be using some of those like luxury hair and skincare products that I have, that I've been holding on to, because why? Yeah, right? You can tell from this that giveaway why why the H not to use this stuff. And now's the time because I do so many different products that are like from Dollar Tree or Ulta, Walmart, wherever. I love TJ Maxx, TK Maxx, or Marshalls to get a lot of stuff, but this one is a really good size considering that it's $62 for, I think it's a 1.5 or 1.6 ounce. And I would like to do that tonight. And I do a mask in my hair, an overnight mask, like once a week, pretty much. I don't do it more than that because it's messy. I probably could do it twice, like Monday, Friday situation. Today's Thursday, so we're gonna go in between. And I comb out my hair with a wide tooth comb and not a brush because wide tooth comb, it massages my scalp, and we do want a scalp to help that regrowth and help your scalp feel healthier. It feels nice. It really does. I have to remind myself, and you know what? 4, 5, 6 years ago, I was so unhappy and so sad. I was having a really hard time. I just had a terrible breakup with someone, and I was also overworking, and my boss, the owner of the company I work for, who I loved, I've known him for years, he died of cancer. What the H is anchoring the hair follicle? Protein. My boss died, and then a coworker died, and then my good friend died. They all had different forms of cancer. We all worked together, and they all died like domino effect. And then we had obviously the pandemic at the same time. And I'm pretty like positive person, and I've had my life has not been easy. Yeah. No, I mean it's okay. I didn't talk about it too much. I kind of people have so much going on, and I've always thank you. It in there there was two pre-COVID funerals and then two post like mid-COVID funerals, and that was the that was rough. Like I was able to go, but we had to do our temperature and masking and sitting far apart, and it was wild. Um, it was heartbreaking, but because I worked for the company that some of these people passed away that were part of, I we all dug in deep. And thank you. Hi, thank you, Marianne. Hi, Marianne. Oh, so glad to see you too. We all dug in deep, but I tend to keep things to myself really heavily. And I'm. It's weird that I'm sharing this with you all now. I didn't even plan to or expect to, but I was mentioning what had happened a few years ago, and a lot of us lost hair from stress, got sick from the virus, and a lot of people at that time were experiencing hair shedding. I remember so many people, women, men, saying the same thing that was extra. And I think it was stress and illness. For me, it was really, I think, stress related and digging deep into work, not going outside. I wasn't getting any sunlight. I was just working. And I had to, I still work for the same company, but I had to change the position because, and it happened really suddenly because I just was like, I can't do this anymore. And the people I worked for were really shocked. The people I worked with were really shocked, but I was getting really depressed. I was just working so much. And I still work for them as their social media person. It's a really small role. And then I work as an image editor. So that's a larger role. But it saved me. I don't make as much money, but it saved me. And um, I needed it at the time. So working on regrowing my hair, aside from all the other stuff, I am a workaholic. So when I have you're right, when I have something I want to help do, and we lost so much with the owner of the company dying. It was so devastating, and it's a small, small company. We had so much loss that I was like, I'll be here for you all. And I just felt like it got too much. It's not their fault. It just was too much work. And also I have super anxiety, so I constantly I'm planning photo shoots and photo events and being part of the whole thing. It's a lot, and creating um, imagery and editing. So anyway, lost a lot of hair from the top of my scalp. I found a lovely dermatologist a few years ago who was really invested in helping me regrow my hair. She also wanted me to go on oral minoxidil, but I didn't want to get extra hair in other places, which I was afraid of. Yes, still am, but I've been trying to take it a little slower, but I need to amp it up because I need to make an income, which is kind of a problem, right? We need to make money, but I had to stop and breathe, and that means anything that I love doing had to stop. I couldn't travel as much. I mentioned that a lot. I was traveling a lot also for work, and I couldn't anymore because I couldn't afford it. And I'm really not a big clothes, bag, shoes purchaser. I'm careful with that. I love clothes, bags, and shoes. I love bags, but I don't shop a lot. I do invest a lot in skin and hair care because that's what makes me feel really good about myself. I know, Felicia, that's what I was afraid of. The oral minoxidil fuzzy is everywhere. Everywhere. Is it everywhere, right? It doesn't just grow here. It's growing do you have hobbit's feet? Are they That's what I was afraid of. So yeah, and I have my hair removal device, which I've been doing and using and posting videos about it because I really don't want excess hair, and it's working and I love it. So I don't want that to go backwards. I want to keep having my hair where I want to get rid of it be less. So I don't want to go on oral minoxidil. So the dermatologist has been the past couple of years. She looks at my scalp under the microscope, and she marks where the thinning is. And one of the other reasons why there was thinning in the back of my head was because I was putting my hair in a bun right here, which you saw me take it out of the bun. I'm guilty. I did it again. And the bun was creating stress in that little circle. And so I've been trying to use gentler stuff to hold my hair up. Yep. Well, that's why I use that hair removal device, because we have mustache hair and stuff. I don't want it. Some people are proud of it, and I think that's fantastic. I just don't like it. I don't like my underarm hair. It's really uncomfortable. Yeah. And my arm hair is pretty thin. It always has been. That is not a good representation of what the rest of my hair looks like. I don't know what's going on with this. I have different hair here than anywhere else. I don't know why. I mean, you can see my eyebrows are really dark. They're a little bit lighter than this. I do darken them a tiny bit with penciling them in, and my hair is a little bit lighter than this. I henna it, but it's all pretty dark. So oral minoxidil is and when I really think I'm going to need it, I'll ask her. Okay, let's go. She also wanted me to recently go on the other. I forgot what it's called. It starts with a T. I can never remember the name of it, and it basically helps balance hormones or something. But I told her I'm going to keep working with the pumpkin seed oil because I've been doing it for a year and 4 months, a year since April. Not triggers. I can't remember what it's called. But I'm going to keep working with pumpkin seed oil, and I'm also doing the Spyro, yes, it doesn't start with a T. It's the Spyro. Yes, she's Spyro. You're right, Lala. That's it. She's mentioned me going on that. But my hair has been recovering. It's not like super fast, but it's been recovering. And I'm going to use something topically at some point, but because I like to do these videos and show you what I've been working on, I always try to do it like real. Like I'm really using it. I'm not using something else secretly and then be like, look how much my hair grew just from taking pumpkin seed oil. Like I want you to know this is how much it grew from taking pumpkin seed oil for real without me secretly using minoxidil or some other serum. And then I'm going to be working on using a serum. So you'll see all the results of that when I get that video going up. Because I think for me, I like to know what exactly is working and then add to it. And I know we need combo products to get hair to grow and thicken. But from the pumpkin seed oil, I think I told you all before, my hair has grown in so much over the past year. Like this, I wouldn't have been able to do this. Like I feel it. I know you can't really tell. It used to feel like this. So, and I do know if I cut it here, it will look much thicker and fuller, but I'm keeping it a little bit longer for, I want long hair, but I also am doing this for a reason and filming it. And at night, I comb my hair, and I was mentioning earlier that Marianne really helped me with this, with like lists and checking off what helps us, what we do daily and nightly, and keeping, you know, what am I saying? She does a diary or calendar of what she does each day to help her be accountable. It's part of her hobby. It's part of her health, her mental health. And about 4.5 years or so, when I met her through marketing and through her channel, she really helped me narrow that down. And I had like a whole checklist because I was so depressed. I didn't tell you all, I didn't show it. I was so depressed. And I had a little piece of paper next to my office area, and I'd be like, okay, today, the end of the day, I brushed my hair, combing and brushing my hair on it. That's how down I was, because I was like, the simplest thing now to me, I wasn't really paying attention to. I did my skincare check. Like I'd bathe and brush my teeth, but I wasn't really taking care of myself. I was just working. And I made sure I drank this much water, and I took my supplements, my vitamin D and my iron. So that was really key, the combing hair thing. And I think about it now, and I thought, you know, why don't I just go live and talk about it if someone else is having hair breakage struggle, having hair loss struggle, and also maybe they need that little checklist next to their office area. My office area is in here, or next to their nightstand. And yeah, I'm so much better. And you know what? Without creating and without meeting a lot of the people I've met through this whole group of YouTube, of everything, a lot of these things I would have just been really quiet about and continued that and not really told myself, because I think a lot of you don't realize, but when like I'm in Felicia's lives, in her videos, and she's mentioning different things about food intake and health, there's sometimes it like triggers something that's like, oh wow. And then Lala is talking about her health and her journey. You split your pillows during mealtime. Yeah, I have now a little pill thing that I have next to my office, my desk, and I make sure I have those things at lunch, all of my nutrients. And at dinner, I take the second half. And Marianne, I don't know if she's here, but she is like so important. Like she has so many lives also. And I would just go in and she's making the journals and the calendars, and I'd go in and she'd say something. She probably didn't think it was anything astronomical that she said, but it would hit me. And that was the past few years. So each of you have like this ability, and you've been so important to me, more than I could say. And, you know, life is still hard. I still have a tough time with certain things, and I can't fix and I can't help everyone in my family and in my friend group. But it's the way I'm taking better care of myself, and I feel a little bit better. And I know there's like another day and there's more things to look forward to. And these kind of things are how I take care of myself. That's why I have my channel. I show people you can get help for acne, you can get help for your hair loss. Nobody wants their hair to fall out. It's embarrassing. I have people like kind of stare. I had an incident a few months ago where someone mentioned my hair being like not that thick at the top, and I'd like to say who she is and call her out and like make a little comment about her because she is a professional. I went to her for some reason. It was really weird that happened. So she should have known better. So yeah. But anyway, I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm not upset about it. I already knew, but 4 years ago I would have went home and cried. I was just like, she should know better. I could say that she has things about her appearance that aren't that amazing, but I don't, because why would I? We can't control some things we can't control. Obviously, we can control like brushing our teeth, bathing, kind of. Some of us can't, but there are things we can control. But I can't control that my hair thinned out here. That wasn't my dermatologist, by the way. She was amazing. It was some other woman that I was going to for migraine stuff. She made a little comment that wasn't very nice. So anyway, my hair is super fluffy, and because it's the summer, it does this lovely frizziness, and I comb it out, and it is at the bottom because it's so dry, it tangles. Even just like, again, it keeps tangling. It just, it does need to be cut. I know. I know. And I'll get there. It's down to, I'm going to turn around. I can't see. When I turn around, I can't see it, but the back of my hair is none of my business. I don't know what's going on back there. I don't know, but it's down to like the mid part of my butt. What do you guys think? Because I can't see it. You can. She was like health nutritionalist person for migraines. I'm not going back to see her. She wasn't a medical, but she was in that field. So yeah. And at night, this is what I do. I do it much quicker. I know, rude. I do it much quicker. I comb out my hair and then I braid it, and then I go to bed, or wash my face and stuff and go to bed. So I kind of have an assessment almost every night where what's going on with my hair. But again, it surprised me until I watched my video that I had all this growth, and it was like sticking out everywhere. It was a mess. I'm sorry. I didn't really know I had so much growth happening, but it's a really good sign that I have hair coming in. It's all over. It's not like as strong here as I want, but it's a little bit coming back, which is really nice, because otherwise it makes my hair look like my head look like a square. And I have a round shaped face. That's okay. I'm gonna drink some tea. Hold on 1 second. Tea break. That's so nice. So this one, the Kerastase, this is the 8H Magic Night Serum. And you're supposed to wear it for 8 hours. And it has niacinamide in it and a couple other things. Niacinamide is like everywhere, right? Everywhere and everything is niacinamide. And I have these little hair clips. I got these from the Dollar Tree. And on one of my videos, I was searching for them, and someone mentioned them that they weren't that good, but they are really good. I don't know what they were talking about. Sorry about the clicking. They're really good. These alligator crocodile clips or whatever. Should I do this? Why not? Should I do it correctly? They're $1.25. and they are stronger than I expected. So I don't know if that person just has like really slippery hair or something, but they work really well. I think I'm going to go in public looking like this. Why not? It looks fantastic. So this stuff is supposed to, it says melt into your hair. It says do 2 to 3 pumps. And because I'm using like the sample, maybe their hair is too heavy. Yeah, that might be it. They need more. My hair is thinner and, you know, but because I'm using the sample, I don't know how much 2 pumps is. So I just squeezed like a teaspoon into my hands and rubbed it through. It smells really nice. I have it. I have the shampoo, conditioner, spray, and then something else, the OGX. And I haven't used it yet because I work on one system at a time and film and review it, and I'm not ready for that one yet. I have so many hair care things that one has been sitting. I really want to get to it actually, so maybe I'll skip, because I have an order of how I'm doing them. Maybe I'll skip it and do that one. So you can see how long my hair is if I pull it down. And I would love it to be as thick down here as it is up here, but it's not. It's really thinned out, and it's like goes to like a V. And I think this part of my hair is the longest and strongest, and then the sides are weaker, I think. Is that common for people, that the back is the strongest? So this is going right, like it's absorbing right into my skin. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I have it, like, I seriously have it at the side, the whole system. So I think I'll just comb this side again. I feel like I need more at the bottom. And I think 2 pumps, would a teaspoon be 2 pumps? I think I need more than that. And just making it go through the hair. It absorbs pretty fast. So I was worried that it would be really oily. A lot of the masks are really oily because they have coconut oil and shea butter, which I love for hair. And it gets all over your pillow. But this one is just really nicely absorbing into the hair. I'm going to do a bit comb out. I keep looking at my tea and I want to drink it so badly, but I think the tea mug will slip right out of my hands. It's not a good idea. And I'm doing that much. I feel like I need more, but maybe it's because I always think I need more. Ooh, there's some more growth here. It's a good sign. Yeah, definitely. And all that wind blowing through my hair. So this is also like, it ends right about here. If I pull it all the way down, I don't know. I would love it to be like super thick at the ends. And I've been encouraged to cut it to like mid-back length. I don't know if I want to do that. It probably could be cut right here, and that might not give me so much of a shock. How does it smell? It smells really luxurious. Maybe some jasmine. I love jasmine, so I feel like there's jasmine in it. I'm going to double check what is in it. Hold on one second, because I'd like to know the scent palette, if that's the word. Is it a scent palette? Let's see, I'm going to look it up really quick. I feel like I smell jasmine. It has niacinamide, plant-based proteins, hydrolyzed wheat, corn, soy, whole grains. Don't eat it if you're gluten-free. The fiber and essential amino acids and fatty acids restore natural moisture and reduce frizz. Yeah, I think you're right. Iris florentina root extract, glycerin, panthenol, and a vitamin C, and it helps with severe split ends, scalp oiliness. I'm not putting it on my scalp though. Heavy heat damage. Oh, okay. I like that. And let's see if I can find any information. Fragrance profile. It features the signature nutritive scent with top notes of violet leaves and ylang ylang, heart notes of wild rose and white jasmine, and the base notes of sandalwood and cedar. I definitely smell the jasmine, and maybe the sandalwood, maybe. So I'm going to split it in half and just add a little extra to the bottom part. Yeah. I plan to give it a nice cut and maybe have a style done. Someone mentioned curtain bangs to me recently in one of my videos. I don't know if they're kind of being snarky or if they're being supportive, but I'm not afraid of the shape of my face. I'm not trying to hide my face. If I wanted to hide it, I'd give myself some big old bangs. But um, curtain bangs do look super cute, but I think you have to have a little bit of a shorter hairstyle, and mine's a bit long. So if I went to someone and had their like suggestions, I might try something new. But right now, I really have been working so hard on the regrowth that I wasn't too worried about like cutting it yet. So yeah, a little bit more in the ends, and I think because my hair is so dry, it like absorbed it immediately. I can definitely feel it. It feels so good. This is kind of really nice compared to a lot of the masks I use. Um, when I use a mask and it's just sitting on your hair and you can feel it really oily, and I don't mind. It's just like you kind of accept that, but this is not at all. It just, my hands are, I can feel like the glycerin or like something on it, but it's not oily and it feels pretty good. So I think this makes sense for a night serum. I can see why this is so expensive. I wish it wasn't so expensive, but because the quality of it, the ingredients are pretty good, and the quality is really nice as far as your hair feels. Like I'm going to bed and I don't feel like I'm going to destroy my pillows, but I do want to um, braid my hair anyway because I do that at night. So because it's so nice, I can comb it through after, and that's not usually what I'm able to do with any hair masks. Usually it's so thick that you just the mask is so thick that you have to pull it. And I think it made quite a nice shine. You can see that this is the color of my hair. Normally I have henna in it right here. So it's like a light brown, but the stuff I use darkens it in the front. But it feels really good, like a treatment that I could go outside and nobody would know I have a hair mask on. And the idea is that it's in your hair for 8 hours and you don't have to wash it out in the morning. You can just wake up and go, and it's not like an oily mess. And it gave you the treatment overnight while you were sleeping. So that's kind of unusual. I don't know if there's any other overnight masks that you can wake up and just go about it and you don't. Yeah, it feels really good. It feels like I have a really nice serum because that's what it is. I was going to say oil, but it doesn't have that oil effect. It does feel like I can just go out and my hair is fine, and I don't think anyone would know I had a hair mask on, but I'm going to go to bed with this. And I had my bonnet ready. It's like right behind me. The silk bonnet is right there. Because normally I'd put that on over my head and go to bed. I'm not going to bed at this moment, but normally I put that on with the mask, and so it doesn't ruin my sheets. And also because it's silk or satiny, it's gentle on my skin. But there's just the braid with it, and it feels really nice. It doesn't feel sticky or, you know, like tactile. I keep this so I can remind people that I got it from Dollar Tree. It was $1.25, and it's so fantastic. Oh, hi, Grace. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being here. I love this color. It's so pretty. I love like this emerald green. So I purposely got this because it just felt really nice. But normally I put this on. I can wash it like once a week because it gets all like full of stuff from the other masks that I use that are really sticky. And I think I'm not going to wear it tonight because this feels really nice, and I feel like it really absorbed into my hair, and I don't think it's going to ruin my sheets. I hope I used enough, because even like it's saying 2 pumps, I assume the person whose hair they're like saying 2 pumps for is probably this long, like an average of this long, and I think my hair is a little bit longer. So I have 4, 6 pumps in my hair, and it feels really like it absorbed really fast. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be using more. I would wear the bonnet because I'm going to bed with the mask, usually once a week, and usually Thursday or Friday is when I do my overnight masks, and it ruins my sheets. I have cotton sheets, and I have also a silk or satin sheet from Dollar Tree, and I don't want it to get all like oily and have to overly wash my sheets, and it just kind of makes it stay still. Oh, that's cute. I don't know what this one would be. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like a cute little bag pouch. But Dollar Tree has those satiny ones. They're not silk. I keep accidentally calling them that. They have the satiny ones in the satin pillowcase that I love. I have the white or cream colored one. They're just $1.25, or I think they're $1.50 now. They're so fantastic. I don't work for Dollar Tree, but these also come from them. I really love them. I wish this was $1.25. I'm going to check if Dollar Tree has any overnight masks, because they often have replicas of things that we love. And also Trader Joe's, they surprise us with something. I have, 2 new things from Trader Joe's that I'm going to be trying out. Their body wash, and they have a whole body deodorant spray. So I'm pretty excited to try that. It has cypress and bergamot. I can only smell the Kerastase. It's a good smell. It's good. It's strong. And so I'm kind of excited to see how those work. Oh, you got your mom to sew a bonnet for you? What material did she use? Did you use silk or satin or cotton? I love cotton so much. I love cotton pillowcases. Yeah, the silk pillowcases and the silk sheets, you kind of slide off of them. And my cat will claw it accidentally, and she like makes it all like snagged. But the silk and satin sensation on your hair helps prevent breakage. So it is kind of like, how do you get your head to stay on it is the question. Oh, she made it with silk and satin. That is so fantastic. So you have a really good one. I'd prefer silk. I just couldn't really afford it, and I got satin just for the same effect of protecting the strands from breakage. Because if you have a cotton pillowcase and it's not that smooth, it can cause breakage in your hair. And that was one of the other reasons the breakage was happening back here is my cotton pillowcases. Besides putting my hair up in a tight bun all the time, the cotton pillowcase right here was rubbing up against my head and breaking the strands right there. Um, Unless there's a little goblin at night that's cutting my hair, it could be that. I hope not. Um, yes, and frizz and breakage. So that's one of the many things I've been doing for self care to help my hair grow back. Um, I used to have super short hair. It was many years ago, but I had a trauma from it. I didn't want that to happen to my hair. My friend's aunt cut my hair, and it was like you would not believe. And it's not the right shape, it's not the right size hair, it's not the right hair length for my face um, to make it look like kind of nice. So it was just atrocious. I had a lot of like shocked shocked faces of what did you do to your hair? So I'm really careful now. I think I'm obviously let it grow super long. I love long hair. there, Felicia, it is a goblin. A goblin at night is like to my hair. I mean, knowing my life, that is very, very possible. But I do have a really vicious cat. She loves me, but she attacks anything that moves. So I think she would have killed it by now, unless if they're in cahoots. So maybe I'll put a camera up while I'm sleeping. Actually, I don't know if I want to know. Yeah, bonnets help with, so if your hair is really oily and your skin is really oily and touching your hair, and helps with acne too, to stop that relationship. I used to have bangs, but my forehead is so oily that they'd get really greasy very fast. That's when I let my bangs grow out. All right, I will get the nighttime sleeping footage with the goblin. I'm scared. I don't know if I want to look at myself sleeping. Maybe there is something like that would freak me out. My cat Halo sleeps next to me, so we kind of have her as a good gauge whether or not someone is going to come into the space in the middle of the night. Um, this is my little treat. I have like a fourth of the Trader Joe's dark chocolate with almonds. There's no gluten and there's no dairy in it, and I can digest it pretty well. And I've been working really hard to deal with the inflammation because that's part of the hair fallout. But also, I had this like, it really still hurts a lot. I had this like finger injury, and it's like my toes and fingers all inflamed. Halo will protect me. Um, it's still really tough for me to close it. Hi, Jerlene. Good evening, Jerlene. I love that. So such a nice way to say hello in the evening to everyone. Except Marianne. Marianne is 14 hours ahead of East Coast, I think. 14 hours, Marianne, if she's still here. She's either 12 or 14 hours ahead in Australia, and she's in the winter. Isn't that wild? It's wild for me when I think about it. I always think about her and I'm like, oh, I hope she's keeping warm while we're boiling hot. I hope she's toasty. Um, but the inflammation issue also is part of hair loss, and I've been working so hard. I mean, every now and then I learn a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and I want to share it because I even like a couple years from now there'll be some other thing that's something more to add. You can't know it all at once. So there's always other people that are helping out what knowledge they have that can help. So I have an inflammation issue. I was exposed to a lot of mold, and it happened to me several years ago, a similar thing. I was helping someone move in both cases, and when people move, sometimes a lot of like dust and dander and mold and hair gets, you know, if they have a lot of belongings and things they don't usually move around and clean under. And it really affected me heavily, and I had a very stressful event in June. So it was kind of the both at the same time, and my body inflamed. Like my face is still pretty puffy from it. My midsection, I was like really, because I've been lifting weights, so everything was kind of toning, and everything within a very short period of time kind of expanded suddenly, and I was like, what happened? And then my hands locked, my toes. So I had to stop lifting because I can't hold anything tightly, and I can't bend my toes really well. And I'm taking different anti-inflammatories that are in the health area. I'm not taking things that are the doctor wants me to take. I just said, let's hold off on it for a little while and see if I can get on track with this with some other things before I go to that extreme. Friday, 9:50 a.m. Oh, it's not too cold, Marianne. That's good to know. 14 Celsius. Okay, 57 Fahrenheit. My hand is doing a lot better, but I can't close it all the way, and I can't close. I can give people the middle finger really well. So you're gonna have to trust me on that. Oh, sorry. Um, See how I can do this? I can't do that. Oh, Lala. 100 degrees Celsius is like 31. Sorry, 100 Fahrenheit is like, is it like 31, 32, 33, 33 Celsius? It's hot. I know that. You've got the heat. Felicia, what's going on with your temp? I want to know. You have fibromyalgia and arthritis. Yep. That was the concern. That, yes. So does it fluctuate, goes in and out in pain and movement? That's awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah. And do these things also affect your hair and hair like falling out of your, like hair loss? Not the breakage, the hair loss from the actual bulb. 77 degrees. That's a good temp. I like that one. Nice. I really want to always find a natural solution. Yeah. See, autoimmune. Thank you for using the word. I was thinking, I'm trying to think what the words are. And also, I hope I'm doing better with live because I have a tendency to get really anxious. That's why I edit so heavily, because I mess up so much when I'm trying to edit, when I'm filming. And I mess up people's names sometimes. I apologize. There was a couple people I messed up in some of my other lives. I'm so sorry. And also, I couldn't read the chat, and someone taught me today how to fix it, which was Nicole, lovely Nicole. She's in a live of her own, and she explained to me how to make the chat come up. So I know now I can swipe it up, which I didn't know. And I'm trying to like slow down and get my words right, but I couldn't think of autoimmune. Thank you. Thank you, Lala. But autoimmune conditions definitely affect our skin and our hair and our nails. And a lot of the reason why I'm here doing videos is because so many people had helped me without knowing it with my hair, skin, and nails. And yeah, so the iron and the D were things I wasn't aware of. And when I was telling you earlier that I wasn't leaving the house, I was just working, I wasn't getting that D at all that we need. And I, yeah, I wasn't doing well. I was like eating just Doritos, you know, more Doritos. Is that vitamin D? Doritos? I wish. It should be. It should be. Let's fix that. But, I wasn't eating healthy. You know, I'd be like, 'cause I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. 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 I don't my body wasn't showing it that much, but it was, you know, I had no muscle tone and I was eating Doritos like there's no tomorrow and my hair was falling out. So I learned from other people like skin things, and you know, like I said, every year, every few months, I learn something new, and I've been raising the D levels. Yeah, my tea should be filled with vitamin D. You're right, vitamin D. Um, yeah, Doritos are amazing. They're like orange triangles of beauty. I haven't had any in a long time. I allow myself to have some Doritos at around Yule, around the end of the year, Christmas time. And every time I do it, I'm like, I don't feel good. But that's a choice. That's my Dorito hangover. So in a few months, I'll have some Doritos, and you guys might not hear from me from for a couple days. So I drink a lot of tea, and tea can also cause some issues with iron absorption. So I try to be really careful with that. Something in tea does counteracts your absorption of iron, so I make sure that I don't take my iron near the time I'm drinking tea or at the same time. That's also something I learned this year, and I love green tea. It makes your skin really glowy. It really, really does. I love green tea. So I make sure that the iron and the green tea are not mixing or and close to each other. Protein Doritos, I still haven't had, but I think Grace showed us protein Doritos, and I was like, I have to have those. I still haven't had them because I have like a Dorito. I can't touch them, or I'll roll in them on. I'll like just roll like 4 bags of Doritos on my bed and roll in them for days. Like I can't be near them except for like my planned time. So you just picture me in December rolling around in protein Doritos and just like laughing and big smile on my face. But maybe I'll try the protein Doritos and just be like, that's okay. What do you guys think? I'm like, do I trust myself? do, do I trust myself near those orange triangles? Oh, yeah, yeah. I just want you guys to know when it becomes December, think of me covered in orange dust with the biggest smile in the world, except for the next day when I'm sad because it hurts everywhere. Don't do it, Julie. Okay, Julie. Oh my God. And the night cam. That's why the goblin's after me, because I have Dorito dust all over my face, and it's like, or is that bed bugs? Do I just have bed bugs? Maybe that's it. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not good. I gotta take better care of myself. So, the inflammation stuff I'm taking is curcumin and green tea. Green and matcha are very helpful with that. So I have matcha in the morning. I have been toning it down with the Diet Cokes as much as I love them dearly. The Sprite tea plus it's zero is so good. I love it, and they stopped selling it up here at my like local supermarket. I don't know why. They decided to try the north last year and then the south. Hi, Cheryl. That's a nice surprise. Hi, Cheryl. How hot is it where you are? How, I know you're in the heat too, with down there with Lala, Texas, and then you're in Arizona. And I am always curious about everybody's like temperature and how they're doing, and are you staying cool? I don't have an AC on, and I don't know if you can hear all the crickets and stuff. I hope you can hear me. I should get closer. It's only 100. It's only 100. You guys crack me up. That's you that's just so hot. I can't believe it. Cooler today. Well, that's good news. Um, oh my gosh, you guys, with that heat. So you can literally like put an egg outside and it will cook. I was in the sunlight, I assume, which is frightening. It's so good to see you guys. I have another, what else am I taking that's helping with inflammation? I have the pumpkin seed oil that's a DHT blocker to help with the hair bulbs from falling out. And I've been using that for over a year. That's been really remarkable. And that's where I'm getting this new growth from, definitely, because there's nothing else I'm doing except for the Nizoral, which is the 1% that helps with the shampoo. So I use that once a week. Um, Felicia, thank you for coming here and having a laugh with us and watching me brush my hair. A few years ago, I never thought when I was doing my hair combing and doing that as one of my self-treatments, I never thought I'd be doing it live with a bunch of lovely people watching and talking about it. So have a great night. Thank you. I'm going to get going pretty soon as well, so I won't hold you guys too long. But yeah, I'm going to try to do more lives and take it easy. I know you all have supported me so much. I'm so thankful, and it's helped me a lot with um, just slowing down, getting my words out. Premier has a new sparkling soda, 15 grams of protein. What? I'm one of those soda drinkers. I love seltzer. I love like bubbly. Do I look amazing? What? Thank you. Like this. Don't let a vampire see my like vein at the top of my head. Okay, I'm gonna look for this Premier protein soda, but I think Grace will talk about it if she hasn't already, because Grace does the shorts. No, sorry, Felicia. Grace does the long videos with protein, which I love. Like, so many ideas. Felicia, slay or nay with protein. And I've learned so much from both of you. You've helped me a lot. Because if anything, I have to build my protein because of lifting. And I'm going to have to, when this starts, like when I'm able to squeeze my hand properly again, I'm going to be lifting again. And I need to get 120 grams of protein, which is really difficult. I average at like 50 to 70 if I'm just living my life. 120 is hard when you're not really focused on it. So everyone's protein suggestions help enormously. But thank you, Cheryl. That was really kind. I'm so glad you guys are here. And I'm going to do my like fourth quarter piece of chocolate that I'm allowed to I allow myself to have, because I'm on an anti-inflammation diet to try and help deal with this thing. It's a few months in and it's starting to get a little better, where I can start to move my hand a little bit better, which means all kinds of things. It's going to help with my hair regrowth, my skin healthier, anything to stop this like inflammation thing. I want that black cherry. Black cherry sounds great. Yum. So I'm going to look for a Premier protein soda. Okay, Jorlene, I can find it at Walmart. They'll have the best price too. Pineapple orange, that sounds really good. Yeah, that would be great because I tend to want to grab a cold soda or cold seltzer, and I've been toning down my Diet Coke drinking, which is sad. Thank you. Thank you for sending me the link. Um, I still drink Diet Coke, but I was drinking it so much. It's just like, it tastes so good. But I think that was also not necessarily the best, healthiest choice, obviously. So I have a like a certain amount that I'm allowed myself to drink. And if I could like convince myself that I hated it, then I'd stop entirely. But stopping Doritos was hard enough. One at a time, one thing at a time. Ooh, $3 off coupon. How did you get the coupon? Was it just on it? On the case of four? Yeah, Sprite plus tea zero is so good. And I would probably drink those all summer if they were available here. And I was saying, I think that they had them in the north last year, and then this year they have them in the south. They're just testing us to see who wants to drink it. But I want to drink it. Bring it back. It might be local, and I haven't been able to find it, or people are just buying it up because it really tastes good. It's really nice. It has great flavor. But yeah. Does anyone have any questions about? Oh, okay. I'm going to look for that, Charlene. Thank you so much. Does anyone have questions about this? So far, it feels pretty good. I don't work for them. This isn't an ad. I just wanted to try it because I had it sitting around. I have a lot left. I think I have like it up to here. I think I used maybe 2 tablespoons, I think, for my whole hair. I maybe could use more, but I'll know tomorrow if I need to slather it on a little bit more. Charlene, you sold me. Not sponsored, but should be. Yes, Kerastase. Get on board with sponsoring me. Send me your PR. I'd soak up all that good Kerastase hair stuff. They have this hair oil I'm going to be using next, but look at this. There's not that much in it, or I mean, there is a lot in it, but it's not filled all the way. What's up with that? Thank you, Charlene. I'm also trying to build up my hours. I want to get monetized like so many of us. I want that to happen. And, it's just a goal to look forward to because I've been, working hard on videos, and it's one of those things that you feel like you did a good job because, you know, yeah, absolutely. So let's be there for each other, our lives and our videos, and support each other. That's why I post different videos here and there on my community. Sometimes I forget about it. I forget that it exists. And then I remember, I'm like, oh my gosh, let me show everyone this video and hype up another creator that I love. So I'm so glad you guys are all in here. I'm going to get going. I'm going to probably finish up my tea, eat my chocolate, wash my face, all that stuff. I hope you guys all have a really good night. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to look at the camera now because I'm looking at the chat. It's hard to do both, but thank you all for being here. And I will try to be doing more lives. That's kind of my plan, and it's dependent upon other people using the Wi-Fi. So tonight I was really lucky that it was quiet and making sure I was able to have a successful live, hopefully without less clicking and things like that. I'd love it if you hit the like button and come back for more lives. 15 wigs. Charlene, that's awesome. I love that. Wigs are so cool. They're such a great option. My friend who passed wore so many beautiful wigs, but when she was buried, she didn't have one on, and I never had seen her without one. So that was a surprise for me. I was like, wow. Her wigs were so fantastic, I didn't know. So until the end, and I think they're really cool. They made such advancements in wigs. I'm so glad we have them for multitude of reasons. But I hope you all have a really good night and drink some tea. Don't drink it with your iron supplement. Keep them separate. Yeah. Hair is, yeah, that's a lot of the focus. We want some beautiful hair here. So if any way I can help anyone else, and if anyone wants me to try any products or review anything, let me know. Add a comment in the afterplay, and I will look up different products. There's some that people have recommended that I'm going to be trying. So thank you all for being here, and have a good night. And I hope to do some more lives and see you all again soon.